All right, I am back, and I'm sorry I was interrupted in the recording of the video previously. So back to, we were talking about arrogance, and so I hope through that example you can see the difference. And again, and it's not bad, and we don't judge others. Everyone is where they're at, and of course, every kind action gets so much recognition and appreciation, and I always appreciate it all. And that's what we should do when we see someone that's trying to make an effort. Just thank them, and it's all good, right? It's all good in the end. But I'm pointing this out so that you can discern on a more subtle level for yourself and for others. And if you wish to expand and be of more service, the opportunity is there. So this most recent bullet point on arrogance was that there's that higher or lower. So the person is doing something, but they're in their mind, they're kind of building up a division of like how they're higher or they're better than someone else. And I should mention that it can also be a lower thing too. I've actually been guilty of this in the past, is that I would make, let's say, a sacrifice or a compromise that actually I shouldn't have. So let's say someone is pushing, I want to do this, I want to do this, I want to do this. And then I, on some level, should have said no, because that person was trying to, again, be pushy and arrogant and manipulative. And then I compromised, and then I say, oh, well, that person really should have listened to what I had to say, and I did the right thing by compromising myself. So you can see that I actually was feeding the arrogance instead of humility, because if I had enough confidence or self-love, I would have just said, no, this isn't going to work for me. Sorry. And then it would create that kind of victimhood, which is a false humility and not the true humility. So may that be helpful. And lastly, again, how do you tell about arrogance? Generally speaking, how it feels. Again, arrogance is creating restriction in someone. It's creating smallness. It's feeding their little world and their ego. They call it the petty ego for a reason, because it's petty, it's small. It likes to be fed, but it doesn't really like to do bigger things. It's kind of a petty tyrant. It's something that's weak. So unfortunately, it is feeding people's weakness. And that's why what I love about Peace Mother's teachings is called the Impeccable Warrior of Light Path, because she speaks about becoming big and strong. As a warrior of light, you want to be someone that is, again, strong and steady and loving and big. Because if you're pounded to the ground, if you're weak, insecure, too sensitive, a lot of us have to strengthen our auras because we're so sensitive, then you become a victim for like psychic attack, or just becoming ineffective in your life and in what you could be, and not as effective in what you could be doing in terms of your goals or your dreams, how you can help people. Like, how could you help people? How can you help someone drowning if you're drowning yourself? So may this be helpful. If it's confusing, let me know. And if you have questions, let me know. I would love to hear from you and engage more on this channel. So again, subscribe, thumbs up, and leave me your comments, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.